Horizon Club.
Hello, I'm Meenal and I am the secretary of this club.
Hello, I'm Joel and I am the senior committee member of this club.
What is it? Green computing is the environmentally responsible and eco-friendly use of computers and their resources. In broader terms, it is also defined as the study of designing, manufacturing, or engineering, using and disposing of computing devices in a way that reduces their environmental impact. What is its purpose? The goal of green computing is to attain economic viability and to improve the way computing devices are being used. Green computing practices include the development of environmentally sustainable production practices, energy-efficient computers, and improved disposable and recycling procedures. Benefits: reduced environmental impact, less GHG emissions, less e-waste, fewer virgin resources needed for manufacturing new devices. It has lower energy costs, longer-lasting computing devices, and reduced health risks for computer workers and recyclers.
Now I'm going to move on to how green computing is currently being implemented in the world today. Many IT manufacturers and vendors are continuously investing in designing energy-efficient computing devices, reducing the use of dangerous materials and encouraging the recyclability of digital devices. Government regulatory authorities also actively work to promote green computing concepts by introducing several voluntary programs and regulations for their enforcement. To promote green computing concepts at all possible levels, the following 4 approaches are employed. First, green use. Minimizing the electricity consumption of computers and their peripheral devices and using them in an eco-friendly manner. Second, green disposal. Repurposing existing equipment or appropriately disposing of or recycling unwanted electronic equipment. Third, green design. Designing energy-efficient computers, servers, printers, projectors, and other digital devices. And last but definitely not the least, green manufacturing. Minimizing waste during the manufacturing of computers and other subsystems to reduce the environmental impact of these activities. Green computing practices came into prominence in 1992 when the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA for short, launched the Energy Star program. Green computing practices came into prominence in 1992 when the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA for short, launched the Energy Star program. Energy Star is a program run by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the U.S. Department of Energy that promotes energy efficiency. Energy Star servers consume 54% less power than older model servers. Servers that earn the Energy Star will be about 30% more energy efficient. In addition to using less energy themselves, Energy Star qualified servers substantially reduce cooling loads. These power savings come with a substantial increase in performance.
So, how do these recycling procedures work? Let's first take a look at what is silicon. So, silicon is the second most abundant element found on Earth by weight. It has 14 protons in its nucleus shell, which gives it the 14 proton number. A more refined version of silicon is used in the current technology and semiconductors. That is why silicon is the most reliable source of element used in the current technology. It is relatively easy to recycle silicon. First step is to grind down the silicon you are recycling into small shredded pieces. One can achieve this by using the cutlery items or any crafting tools. If the recycling amount is much higher than you anticipated, a kitchen grinder is the most ideal option. Phase 2. After grinding the silicon sufficiently, the next step is to add the silicon which you're recycling to a fresh piece of silicon. The reason behind we are adding fresh silicon to new silicon is because it results in a product with less strength. Silicon usually exists in liquid state and it requires catalyzing to turn it into solid state. So the procedure is done. Now you contain newly recycled silicon. So now let's apply on how we can use this recycled silicon rather than putting it away. So where can you apply the recycled silicon? There are various applications as to where you can apply it. Since silicon is a very chemically stable substance, it's not very reactive and is a highly safe substance, You can apply it to things such as cooking, constructions, materials, ceramics, and you can apply it back to technologies and computer chips.
Moving on, just like everything, even green computing has its own sorts of challenges. The first challenge, the return of investments. The major problem was educating the stakeholders regarding the environmental impact of computers. Also, another drawback is that the project cannot demonstrate immediate results. For a project that involves greening, returns are generally seen after a long period of time. Second challenge, disposal of electronic waste. Reliability about the use of green materials in computers is perhaps the biggest single challenge facing the electronic industry. Electronics giants are about to roll out eco-friendly range of computers that aim at reducing the e-waste in the environment.
There you have it, our Pitchout proposal dedicated to green computing.
We hope you appreciate and accept our Pitchout proposal.
We believe green computing will allow reusability and recycle various other products and goods.
And we hope our idea will make a difference.
This is Horizon Club looking forward to a sustainable future.